channel content. And we're going to grab shareable link and go to the live control room. Now we're going to go to this guy.
All right, got that one. Let's go over to this circle jerky looking place.
Okay, let's grab...
That's what she said.
There's not a lot of other places I would put this.
That's also what she said.
Really, the thing that she says that gives me the most fun is wrong hole.
Both pain and joy in one simple phrase.
I'm sure she's so happy that I said that.
Probably not most excited about it. You never know.
I'm pretty sure I know. Downloads. I guess I'll put this in the 3D printing thing here. And Full Thrust Gamers here.
That one is in there somewhere. Circle.
Are you watching me or is someone else watching me?
I'm not watching you. Are you watching you? Because if you're watching you.
No, I'm not watching me. It's Alex Pearson.
Oh. I mean, I can. Hold on a second.
Okay.
YouTube. Whoa.
Alright, so we got some Basilicanum Gray. Let's actually turn on that one. Should be the Yeti. Okay, and then turn off.
Oh, that looks like a peanut. Well, you know.
Turn off that one. Okay.
It looks like a silver painted penis.
Yep.
I know what it is. It's not a silver painted penis. It's actually a Halo ship.
Yep.
One of the Covenant carrier thingies, but it looks like a penis.
You're just happy you get to say penis on live TV.
No. I'm just letting you know. Someone is going to see that over their kid's shoulder and be like, is that a penis? Is that a silver spray painted dildo? And then they're going to be very upset. And then you're going to be like, when they comment, you're going to be like, well, that's not what it was. It was this thing. And then you're going to be like, but I like where your head's at. That's where I feel like this is going.
Do you know only one of my videos is labeled suitable for children?
Oh, I did not know that.
The ones that are pure education are suitable for children. So like start to finish resin printing, start to finish FDM printing, those are labeled that, but none of the others are.
Looks like a penis.
Because that way I can say fuck and not be worried about it.
As long as you wait for what, 30 seconds?
30 seconds. Of course, it just dawns on me that Alex, who's in the chat and watching, could have his son right next to him. Sorry, Walker. So this ship is $10 for the files. I started doing some. I started drying the laundry that I did earlier.
Oh, you did some today?
Yeah. FYI, Julie, I decided to stream, so I am live on the internet.
Hi.
Live from New York. It's Saturday Night Live.
Live.
Hello, all.
Yeah.
Alex says Monkey
Helping.
is with grandparents this weekend, so he did not catch the F-bomb. That's excellent. I'm glad to hear that.
Guess what I found at Target?
What did you find at Target? I'm looking. Peanut butter half baked. Did you see that I found the Dr. Pepper drink, or not drink, but ice cream
Oh, no, I didn't see it.
in a pint version?
Where did you find it?
I should have. You know what? What am I doing? I'm so dumb. I'm like, I should have not done this yet. But da 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 da. It has like the little clip system.
Musical.
Of course, now you can see the color of the original
Paint?
material.
Oh, material.
Yeah. I've been taught that painting directly out of the pot is not a good thing, but I think for contrast paints and for shades, it's all right.
It's alright, it's alright. It's alright, it's okay.
Okay, so that is the back of the engine system.
That's the back of the engine system.
Okay.
As I'm not actually watching, it sounds funny.
Well, you don't have to watch.
Oh, it's running. I have my own goals right now, which is to get all the statues of Lilith and all the Fog of War stuff lifted for when the season starts. It starts on the 20th, by the way.
Explain to me how Diablo seasons work. Pretend that I don't know anything about it.
Oh, you start a new character. They're not going to do rebirthing like they did in Diablo 3.
I don't know what that is.
I know. It doesn't matter because you're not going to be able to do it. Basically, it's you take a character that you already had built and start it back down to level 1. And then when the season's over, all of your progress and all that stuff would get ported over to the original character at the end of the season. They're not doing that, though.
Yeah.
So you basically have to create a new character. And then you go through whatever season story progression that they are going to have you go through. Oh, got another skill point. Let's see here. Over here.
Okay.
And rinse and repeat. There'll be different. They use that as an opportunity to introduce different mechanics and stuff like that.
Really?
Yeah. And it'll be generally for seasonal stuff specifically, but you may end up with stuff that ends up as part of the game. The main game proper over time and all that stuff. That doesn't happen too often, other than some of the gear from that season does translate. You'll get new translogs, stuff like that. Some people care a lot more about that than others. I just want to wreck shit. Really, that's my motivation. I'm a man of simple tastes, as it were.
Yes. You're definitely simple. The Silicanum Gray, which is the paint that I'm using right now, that's more of a deep, almost black gray in the pot.
Dysentery to me. What?
I messed that up. There's a lot of heavy lifting in the painting that I do. Like, if you're not a Halo fan, I just painted these 3 Nebulon Bees for an upcoming video talking about Han Solo's solo command. And you see that most of this is a shade over the primed area and then basilicanum gray over the superstructure of the Nebulon B, and some highlights like gunmetal and blue.
Gunmetal and blue.
Alright, so what else do we have here?
Oh, that's a named character. I'm gonna throw out some awesome stuff for this one.
So
And kill myself.
we're looking in the Halo tabletop games Discord, and I'm looking for
There's a Halo tabletop games Discord.
yes. So the games are no longer in print. We're looking at the Turbo Dork has a purple metallic that looks awesome. Okay, so there was really, it looks like I could just like detail this a little bit and then be done with it with these 2 colors, which seems like it's cheating, but let's grab.
Why would that seem like it's cheating? You can do it an easy way, why not do it an easy way?
Well, it's 2 colors, and for a ship this grandiose, like this big nasty ship from the Covenant, it feels like it should move more than 2 colors.
Well, if you could get a pigment that was iridescent.
Well, see, that's
the bottom iridescently.
well, yeah. See that. So there's a couple different ways to do that. So the picture that I'm referring to, the Turbo Dork paint.
Turbo Dork paint. I
Yeah.
do like that name, but damn.
Yeah, that's the name of a paint company. Turbo Dork.
Turbo Dork.
They make some pretty awesome colors. Like colored metallics and neons and stuff like that. But because this guy is primered in silver, I can take like a normal transparent paint, like a contrast paint, and then layer that over the gunmetal that the hull is painted and achieve a similar result. So I've never heard of 3DT, but they use these like clips that are similar to open lock clips. They're not the same, but they're similar. And you just slide this.
Thank you for not saying singular.
Well, huh? That's not the word.
I know. But I've heard a couple of streamers over the past week saying it that way, and I'm not sure if it's just trolling or if they're really that vacant on vocabulary usage or pronunciation.
So we could paint the base hull color different. I don't know. Let's go to Facebook real quick on this tab. Nobody has said anything, so we're just going to keep going. Okay, so this is basically done. I could wait until the basilicanum gray dries up here and then put something like I have a Viejo Shift, which is pale gold, or I could get fancy and use this new paint that my wife bought me.
Fancy.
If I can get this to focus. 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 Hello?
Focus.
Right here, focus. There we go, familiar pink. So closer is better for focus. I could do that. Let's Google some more pictures of Covenant CAS. Like if you look at the Fleet Yard ship, yeah, we're basically done. I do like this model. The files that you get with the model, and I'll tell you why. Because there's a couple different versions of the CAS. One that has a little cowl over here on the rear. And I know that you can't see it because you're not watching, but I'm doing it for the benefit of viewers. And the file comes with both the cowled rear and the non-cowled rear, and I think that's pretty awesome. What I could do is...
I've always enjoyed having a cowled rear.
I've heard that about you.
What it would be like if I didn't have one.
I'm going to use this Temple Guard Blue, if I can get this to focus. Nope. Focus here. Closer. Closer. There we go.
Focus. A little too close. A little too close.
1.23 pounds.
1.2 kilograms is 2.65 pounds.
I told you. I know how to do math.
It just looks so big.
It is so big.
Oh my.
I've seen some that are about that size that weigh more, for sure. His was just like that.
Well, because his was a lipoma, it weighed less, because fat weighs less than other tissues.
No, that's what I'm saying. I've seen other lipomas that are about his size that weighed significantly more. I figured his would weigh a lot more.
If it was the same size and it weighs more, it had more than just fat in it.
And it's probably just more dense, more tightly packed.
Well, the whole point is that fat doesn't get that dense. That's why.
Lipomas were different from
Yeah, they're like freaking tumors. They're gross.
they are tumors.
All right, I need to go back to the command center. Shadowcat, hi! I don't know when you joined us, but I'm glad you did.
Oh, we are shadow count.
Alex Pearson says, so big. And you know what? It is pretty dang big.
Rather large.
So Halo Fleet battles, in order to accommodate the sizing for Halo-sized starships, is scaled in 1 in 20,000. To put that in perspective, when we paint things like Battlestar Galactica or Babylon 5 ships, the basic scaling that we do for those, and we do make some exceptions for that, but the basic scaling we do for those is 1 in 10,000, and that means that, for instance, here is a Narn Jaquan class heavy cruiser. So this is scaled to 1/10,000, so it would be half as big. It would be 80 millimeters compared to this guy. So it'd be like that. Which, if you're gonna make a big fight out on a tabletop, the more ships, the better. If you have a rule set that can handle that. I'm trying to see if I have another. Oh, here.
Not sure if my rule set can handle that.
Here is a Mercury class Battlestar that's also scaled in 1 to 10,000. So this is 180 millimeters. So it'd be half that big, or 90 millimeters, compared to this guy. Now, I did see that while this game was in production, the company that made it, Spartan Games, had a correctly scaled CSO, which if you've played Halo Reach, the CSO, so this is like 9,000 kilometers or something like that, 8,000 kilometers, I'm not 100% sure, don't quote me on that, But the CSO is 24 kilometers long. And they did one of those in scale that was like 1.5 meters long. And it's basically a model very similar to this. Like I could take the CAL version, and I could go into my 3D modeler and make some of these towers taller and turn this into a CSO and then print it at that scale, which I might end up doing if I get bit by the right kind of bug. Okay, so let's
Are you asking
grab.
people to bite you?
What?
Are you asking people to bite you?
I'll let you bite me.
Oh my.
No.
Apparently Jarl is saying that he's going to try a Radeon 610 on Destiny.
Yeah, he bought a new NUC, a Radeon NUC, which I didn't know Intel made AMD NUCs, but they do.
I'll be right back.
All right. If you're just joining us, this is a Halo Fleet Battle Scale CAS, Covenant CAS class cruiser or carrier, modeled by 3DT. We bought this last night. We printed it last night and today on our FDM printer. We'll do a resin one eventually, but it's easier for me to try something out in FDM than it is in resin. So that's what we did. Before starting Etsy, the resin printers were really, there were fewer of them, but they were really for whatever I wanted to print. But now that we started Etsy, they have basically a full-time job of supporting the Etsy store. So it gives me less time to play around with experimental stuff like this. But the Bamboo Labs printers, which are in the house, are pretty easy to experiment with, especially when we have a full stock of stands. Okay. Let's go through here. Put this. Okay. This is looking pretty good. If this was resin, I would definitely be doing this with my Tamiya panel wash, not Nolan oil. But because this is FDM, if we do this with panel wash, it's going to look like garbage because it's going to fill basically every line.
It's going to look like hot garbage.
Yeah. Garbage. I think I'm going to go back and detail these in a different color. Yeah, since these are all religious zealots, I think we're going to do some gold accents on this thing.
Is gold a indicator of zealotry?
Well, yeah. If you're an interstellar empire and you decide that your big ships should be in gold, I don't know if gold itself is a religious zealotry thing, but not really going to put my name on that idea. But if you already know that they're religious zealots, then gold kind of matches, right?
I guess. I don't know.
Of course,
They
you.
recruit their zealots so that they can hoard the gold. I don't know.
Of course, you do get into the conversation of, when you have an interstellar navy, like how easy is it to get materials to color your starships. Maybe it's easy, maybe it's hard. In Honor
Maybe
Heritage,
you just have a system where it allows you to. What was I doing? Oh.
don't lose me. What were you saying?
Where it allows you to get stuff. I don't know. Or you have a. I'm sorry, that's not what I meant to say. I meant to say where it allows you to just change the color to whatever you want on the outside, like the smart paint in Honor Heritage.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Yeah, you can have smart paint and you could quote unquote make it gold, but the more realistic in space you get, the less chance that someone's looking outside and looking at your paint job.
That's true, because we were just watching Picard season 3 stuff,
Yeah?
and they're like, it's 3,000 kilometers off our bow, and I'm like, that's ridiculously close for two things without cubiary warp drives. You can't be that close and activate your warp drives, my boys.
Yeah, well, I haven't seen Picard Season 3, but I have seen Picard Season 2, and I doubt very seriously that anyone who knows anything is writing for those shows. Yeah. Supposedly Season 3, like, redeems the whole Picard series.
I like season 1. I'm pretty sure there would be moments that I liked in season 2. The whole Trump is the whole reason why the future went fucked is kind of stupid, because that's attributing way more power to the dude than he ever had or will have, depending on the situation.
Well,
It's just very cute.
at one point, Adolf Hitler was just the Chancellor.
No, there was a plan in there. He was always going for the rest of it.
Okay. Regardless of his plan, at one point he was just the Chancellor of Germany.
Right.
So,
That's cool. I don't understand why what comparison you're drawing, but
well, if you're a president,
pretty groovy.
if you're the president of the United States, you have limited power. But
Sure.
that limit is only a limit if you obey the rules. Like any president.
Yeah. And given the differences between the two in our discussions about cocaine in the White House, you're right. Those limits only work if people play within the rules. Now, out of the two people that we're talking about, who plays by the rules the least?
Donald fucking Trump, dude.
Oh, you're wrong about that.
Okay.
Again, there was cocaine in the White House from Hunter Biden. At this
You
point, it's not possible to have been from somebody else.
first of all, let's talk
The
about
only crack addict that was
cocaine usage.
by the Situation Room. It doesn't matter. You just said it only works if you play within the rules.
Let's talk about cocaine usage. There has been cocaine in the White House
Hasn't been-
for fucking
hasn't
100
been
years, dude.
The entire time he's been in the White House, and that includes his time as VP. So, and his time as senator, in fact. So,
The idea that like cocaine is like
who's playing within the rules?
the idea that cocaine is new in the White House is just the most funny, laughable thing that you've ever said.
Brandon, I'm not saying it's new in the White House. I'm saying nobody found any during the Trump presidency.
Okay,
The only
so
Coke we found during the Trump presidency was Diet Coke because Trump likes Diet Coke.
Diet Coke. Everybody should like
Which I
Diet Coke.
find disgusting, but that's beside the point. What I'm saying is, who played by the rules more? And you just lied to me and yourself.
No, I don't think I did, but
Yeah, you did, because there was no international extortion schemes going on during the Trump White House.
oh, you are so funny.
No, Brandon, you don't get to do this because we have actual criminal actions going on before and during this presidency by this president, and you're going to pretend that Trump somehow did something more egregious.
Ooh, I love this. I love this color shifter paint. Look at that.
Do your research and then make a statement, but don't tell me.
I am not a political scientist. I don't need to make a statement.
Is the worst breaker of rules and norms than the current president.
Here's the thing: if you wanna look at like the lawfulness of presidents, we haven't had like the lawfulness or morality of presidents. The United States hasn't had a good president in decades.
I said nothing about morality. Because as we've established before, the morality really is largely irrelevant. It's the policy. So.
I'm going to apply some random gold in some random places.
Ooh. Like on your tank?
Oh.
That would probably be uncomfortable eventually. Probably wouldn't smell any worse, though.
I have a clean tank. I'm a big guy, so I have to spend extra time making sure that that's true. I'm pretty sure my wife is trying to get my YouTube channel struck for copyright violations.
Why?
Because she's playing music in the background.
She's playing Disney music.
Yeah, I'm certain they'll hear it. Can you hear it?
It's funny. Kyrgyzstan.
Alex Pearson says, as dictator for life, I'm going fundamentalist Ferengi with regards to how people dress. I'm pretty sure that means that he's going to require women to be nude.
Naked. Yes.
Which I'm not opposed to that.
It's funny. Fundamentalist Ferengi. I like it.
Does that mean that also he wants women to not talk in his presence? And not conduct business? He doesn't want 50% of the population. Did you watch Deep Space Nine? The idea that the women aren't participating in the economy is a flaw of the Ferengi economic system. By the end of the series, they fixed that.
100% bullshit. Because they do participate in the economic system.
They don't have jobs.
Yes, and neither did women when they weren't allowed in the workplace either. But they did.
I mean, women have had...
The idea that women aren't participating in the economy, even when they're not allowed to quote-unquote participate in the economy, is stupid.
You know what?
The height of stupidity.
I think this starship is actually pretty good.
Though, on the flip side, I'm not actually advocating that women shouldn't be allowed in the workplace.
It sounds like
To be clear.
dictate.
I'm just saying that when you say that women can't be in the workplace, the idea that they're not participating in some way in the economy is still stupid. That's all I'm saying. I have found all of the altars of Lilith.
Yeah.
Is that place? Oh, that's the place that I haven't found over there.
I think the ship actually doesn't need a ton of...
Hold on. What is TVA?
Alright, I have to get up. I'll be right back.
puppies are upset. Oh, there's definitely a delay.
All right. Okay, so
There's like a 15-second delay.
there's a 30-second delay.
Oh, okay. Well, and which is like a 15-second delay, but longer.
Sure.
I'm just
I mean, you're not wrong. Alex says Rom was a simp. I don't think anyone, including Rom, is going to argue that.
Rom was a simp.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, hold on. One of these I gotta mute because I'm hearing both of them. There we go.
Mute the video.
I'm missing something in one of these spaces. Let's see here.
All right.
I'm pretty sure that's how
You
my
think
parents
this is
ended
your
up
power
doing
for
this
me?
things.
Did she try to sell you an encyclopedia?
No, educational books for sure.
Does she understand that the internet exists?
The books are
Wait,
still
what?
awesome, Brian. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but buying books from someone going door to door is an aged and ineffective method of doing that.
It worked back then.
Yeah, it worked. You mean it worked before the internet existed? Of course it did. All right, guys, this is the final project of the FDM printed Covenant CAS from 3DT. Going soup to nuts. We've got the nose, which is out of focus, and this color shift paint on the superstructure. This is Vallejo shifter pale blue. And we have some gold highlights. We have some Doomfang magenta. And yeah, I think we're going to call it done. Oh, you know what? There is one thing to do left. Let's grab some quick pictures of the CAS engines. What color is the engine glow? On a
Blue.
maybe, but actually. Okay, so here is the Halo Jubilation. It is blue. So what I'm going to do, I'll do the second coat of this off screen, but the first coat is going to be Temple Guard blue. And then the second coat will probably end up being Croxagore scales. Come on, Games Workshop. Make some normal names. Cheese. Okay, here we go. Alrighty.
Croxagore scales, huh?
Yep. Okay, so there's
What is a
that.
Croxagore?
Something with scales.
Very descriptive.
Okay, so we're gonna do something real quick. Gonna take a picture for the thumbnail. Okay, and then we're gonna do turn on window capture, and we're gonna go grab. Oh, interesting! I can't capture Bamboo Labs. Interesting. I wonder why that is. Okay, well, we are going to Covenant CSO scale. Actually, I should be able to do just game capture? Does it think it's a game? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Turn that on. Turn video capture off. Okay, so we're going to go grab a complete version of this from here, 3DT, CAS. We do full body V1, no holes. It doesn't show any of the dialogues, which is interesting. We're waiting for it to load. Okay, so there is the CAS. Now, a CSO is it 20, is it 29? 28.6. So 28.6 times 1,000 divided by 20,000. 1,000. Okay. Am I reading this right? That it's supposed to be 1.4 meters?
I don't know.
Okay. So that is it in scale. So we would have to print at least 6, probably 10 or 12 different to print this in FDM. Yeah, probably 12 different build plates full of this ship compared to the...
Make a full-size one?
Well, no, well, not a full-size one, but to make a CSO in scale with the CAS.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it would be a huge project, but... And I would want to go into the model and manually lift up a lot of these little texture bits. Because if you look at the CSO, they look like skyscrapers. Every single one of them look like skyscrapers. And it has the cowl over it, so that would work. But yeah, this thing's crazy. Like, we're looking at cancel, delete. Let's go to window capture real quick. Window capture. That one. Turn that off. Turn that on. There we go. Let's see if we can find the... Here's a picture of the Spartan Games CSO for people. Right there. So you could see there's the CAS, the one that we just painted right there. Let's go open image in new tab. This is the ship that we just printed, or just painted. And then there's like a Punic right there, Epoch. And then the CSO is like the size of a longboard, basically. Except way thicker. It's a thick boy.
Double thick.
We could print it. It wouldn't be that big of a deal. But man, we got to have a reason to do that. Okay, let's hear. We missed some chat. Let's go through the chat real quick. Alex Pearson said that's a big silver dong. You know, it would look awesome if you use some electroluminant wire to make the engines glow. You know,
You were 100% correct, Alex. That does look like it.
they absolutely do have. They have electrically conductive filament that I can 3D print with. to make it easier to do like LED wiring and stuff like that. Alex Pearson says, Games Sweatshop can't make normal names because they can't trademark them. Also, see the lawsuit about Space Marine. He says the CSO would be a huge product, but totally worth doing.
Could they try to trademark Space Marine and lose?
Oh yeah, that's why Space Marines are called Adeptus Astartes. That's why Space Elves are called Aldari instead of those things, because they can't copyright those things.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
Well, in any case, guys, that is going to be the end of our stream today. We streamed for about 50 minutes. Thank you very much for watching and boosting up our watch time on our channel. We love you. Thanks for watching our channel. We'll get back to normal stuff soon. We have a follow-up to the visualized Perfect Imperial task force, which was our writing on the coattails of Templin Institute. We're going to do that same video except for Han Solo's solo command, featuring the 3D printed MC80B that I kit bashed and then was we submitted to O'Neill Creations because it's based solely on his 3D models, and then he accepted and is going to release for his Patreon or his patrons on Patreon. So look for that video pretty soon. And then this year or this month, when we do our giveaway announcement video, it's going to be for a Star Wars Armada scaled Executor class Super Star Destroyer. So we're looking forward to that. But in the meantime, watch our videos, like them. If you like them, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, and leave a comment telling us just how bad we are at this. We appreciate all of the exposure and engagement we get. Have a great day.